What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mystics MMOs. I'm your host, Mystic Raven. So, kind of curious here if DC meta players, not that they're bad, we do have a meta here, especially when it comes to artifact combos and stuff. But I'm wondering if they'll catch on to this one. The problem that the Clarion has is available slotting, and because you want to take advantage of the weapon buff. Notice it's always in parentheses, weapon buff, right? And that, kind of, de-slots an ability. But think about this. If your healer, your tank are all running this, you don't need to have the weapon buff. You don't. You won't need it slotted. Why? Why wouldn't you need a weapon buff slotted when it specifically says weapon buff? Why? I'll show you why. Because you can use the Claw of Alkahod, and when in control role, your group weapon buff applies to you and up to 7 other party members. And in addition, grant 7% might. This becomes a best in slot. Well, the trollers do use this. Along with the entwined rings and the parasite. Now, I also use another one here. There's another one I use. But basically, I do use Parasite. Parasite is a must-have. Like, it is essential for this because it increases power and then I use Rayo. Parasite you could probably get away with not utilizing. And I'm thinking about dropping Parasite and picking up the other one. Because Rayo is technically our best in slot because it increases the potency of the debuff. Rayo is a must-have for a troller. I mean the troller. I was a prog troller once upon a time. Rayo's a must-have. It's a no option, right? So you use Rayo, right? And you use alcohol or whatever, alahog, or what, I can't even pronounce that shit. But anyways, you use that along with the claw, and then you're never going to give up entwined rings usually because it gives the health. And the reason being, the health scale, you want the health scale on every fucking capability you want, because an off tank, which is in DPS role, uses Ugrud. Because this on an off tank, not a primary tank. You can put it on a primary tank, but it's questionable. This will scale the most, up to 15,000, by my estimations, of extra might. Yeah, so I was like, I'm going to have to do all of my trollers, and I'm going to do that. But I was like, oh, shit. So that was kind of interesting. Yeah. I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah. Crazy, man. Crazy. It's nuts. I was just like, this is nutty. This is complete nutty. So, Prime Battleground, any rule? Okay. We'll see how that goes. I'll probably tank him. Because even like me, I slotted it, but I'm like, I can't, whatever. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute. If they have a level 3 on that specific, it's and that's what I'm gonna have to do, because we got double XP. The only reason I'm mentioning this is because we have double XP right now. So any troller, which I have one primary, my quantum is working on trolling, but I'll get it. God dang it. I don't like lockdown. And that one's a bitch. So I really hope I don't get that one from my random. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, I gotta do happy, I gotta do momentum. I will probably do my munitions. My mental's way low, so I don't have to worry about the mental right now. And, so, yeah. Crazy. Yeah, I'm the tank. Go figure. I'm gonna solo tank hell. Fuck, I swear to God. What's the fucking chances? What's the fucking chances of me getting this shit? And I'm definitely going to be slotting this super. Because I'll tell you right now, this is a bitch. This is a bitch. This one is a bitch. For a little fucking whatever, this is a bitch. I hate when people do that. Right in the middle of my poles and stuff. Nobody likes it, is why. Get away from the... I didn't need defeats, but... can't perma block in this game, by the way. I was just telling somebody that. Like, try perma blocking in this game. Get your ass kicked. Here's a bus. Oh, fuck yeah. I know I shouldn't take that, but I am taking it. I hate this little plaque thing. Fucking slick. We'll take the box. Slickums. Alright. We're out this bitch. Well, maybe. You know what? I'll just do it the easy way. Crash. Might be. My streaming. Yeah. Could be a game crash. I don't know what's going on. It's bugging up everywhere. Anyhow, I'm just kind of curious. I'm really curious to see if they'll figure it out. Yep, it's bugging. There we go. Delay. Okay, we're catching up. But anyways, yeah, it'll be interesting to say the least. Because I think it's going to be interesting, man. I just think it is. I'm like, whoa, rewind this shit. I'm like, we don't need to sacrifice. Now, is that going to happen in Pugs? Probably not. I mean, let's be a little practical, right? But at the same time, let me see if there's any comments. At the same time, I find it interesting because, you know, it's sound. It's like, oh shit, you know what? That's pretty dope. You know, that's a pretty good idea. So yeah, it'll be good. And I do need to get my hug, but yeah. We're leveling everything. And have fun. I mean, God, everybody just like, oh, you have so many tunes. Yeah, I know I do. You know, so I know I do. I know. But yeah, man. Yeah, I think I'll be good. Baby steps, more baby steps. Another thing you can do is something really crazy. So, let's say I wanted to level the Clarion, right? I can, like, I'll still have to level up, like, one of my whatever, for example. But if I wanted to prioritize, let's say, my Dead Scepter, for example, it's already up to level 31. This is actually a double XP on this drop. So if I wanted to prioritize, you know, this and say, hey, you know what, I got the Dead Scepter up here, how do I level that up faster? That's easy. I can just come in, drop this in, and then I can, you know, double up the XP. So this will literally like scale it up faster. That's pretty much how you can do that. So, but as a tank, you really do want to get this one up there first. This one's priority. This one should all, if you're a new tank, this should be priority, but you know, this one would also be ranked up. But you can keep swapping around just to get the double XP. So, like for example, this isn't even level 20 yet, but you would be spending a lot more in your resources to then, you know, whatever. But yeah. So like this is up here, and I could just be like, you know, I like the Dead Scepter, and I'm using it for my Orbital Strike, but you know what, I'm just going to go ahead and just say fuck it, and sack it, and it'll give me double XP boost. Right? So, that's how you can do it during the double XP, which I probably do. I'll exploit it, sure. But now I'll have to farm up this stuff. You know, the source stones to get it. Alright? And then you just go buy another, you level it, you keep swapping. So, am I still going to use the Dead Scepter? Yeah, but now it's less priority. So I can put all my shit in there, right? Stack it, level it, and then all of a sudden transfer it just to get double XP or whatever. But let's say, for example, I got the Lamort card, and I'm like, oh, you know what? I really do want to work on my DPS and everything, but I'm going to main tank, and I really got to get the, you know, the clearing up there now. So what am I going to do? I know this is crazy, right? This is all nutty. But I'm going to take my Lamort card, which is already a level 19, and now I'm just going to fortify that. Boom. And now it'll have all that it'll have double that XP gain. But guess what I have to do now? I know it's nuts. I have to rebuy the Lamort and the other card now. You see what I'm saying? Or the other artifact now. That's, you know, the trade-off. So now I just pumped in 2 artifacts with double XP that are ready to be leveled. Actually, they'll get 2 levels out of it. It should get about almost 2 levels. So, yeah, crazy. It's nutty. So, anywho, I'm gonna let you guys go. As always, I'm Mystic Raven. This is Mystic's MMOs.